Hi, I'm Maureen Musuku, and through this presentation, I would like to talk to you about outsourcing. Firstly, let's discuss what outsourcing is. Outsourcing is a process of contracting outside party to provide services which otherwise would be performed by in-house employees. Outsourcing involves the transfer of an organization's regular business activities, like functions and processes, to an outside service provider that provides the services back to the organization. The core of outsourcing arrangement is that the control and the ownership of business activities are put into the hands of the service provider. The service provider is the one who owns and manages those business processes. So how does outsourcing fit into a company's strategic activities? As we all know, an organization comprises of core activities as well as non-core activities. Core activities are the essential defining activities of an organization. If the organization gave those activities to an external party for outsourcing, then it would be creating a competitor or dissolving itself. Critical but non-core activities, if not performed exceptionally well, will place an organization at a competitive disadvantage or even create a risk. The increased focus of core business operations and developing competitive advantage has left companies wondering what to do with their non-core, less strategic processes. Although these processes are vital to the day-to-day operations of many organizations, users view them as overhead functions that do not define their business and therefore contribute little to their identity. Therefore, organizations outsource their non-core activities while perform their core activities in-house. So how does outsourcing help in strategic activities of a company? The purpose of outsourcing is to ensure best practice in key business components such as data processing, supply chain management, warehousing, logistics, accounting, and other vital processes. By companies divesting themselves of these non-core activities, they can focus their energy on areas where they have competitive advantage while differentiating themselves from their competitors and taking advantage of cost savings from the outsourced functions. There are various goals that companies achieve through outsourcing. Let us look at some of these goals. Looking into the economic sector, through outsourcing, the outside providers provide lower cost structure, which may be the result of greater economics of scale. Outsourcing can help organizations cut their operational costs by 50%, if not more. Organizations save a lot as they will not have to worry about providing resources for those processes or activities that are being outsourced. Outsourcing would result in reduction of capital investment as well. Looking into the strategic sector, an organization can realize the anticipated benefits of re-engineering quickly if it contracts with an outside organization, resulting in the acceleration of business process re-engineering. Outsourcing permits an organization to redirect its resources from non-core activities to the ones that have greater impact on their business. Thus, outsourcing makes an organization flexible to change. Moving to the environmental sector, outsourcing comprises of amalgamation of resources, process, and technologies. As a result, outsourcing helps in IT development. Service providers for outsourcing needn't have to be from the same country but could be from other parts of the world as well. As such, outsourcing opens doors for making business with companies across the globe, leading to globalization. Outsourcing also enables companies to use the capabilities of the suppliers which they are exceptionally good at, thus improving the quality of the service or product. If an organization wants to stay ahead of competition, it should concentrate on core activities and make use of latest technologies. It is then that outsourcing can help an organization achieve all these goals, if not more. Many organizations across the globe have made the choice to outsource and experience the benefits that it has to offer. More than 500 customers across the globe have and are taking advantage of outsourcing by using the services that global outsourcing agencies offer. An example of one such company is Amazon. Let us see how Amazon utilizes outsourcing. As Amazon started getting popular, it bifurcated its business to more areas other than just selling books online. In the process, its inventory was getting stocked as the volume of customers' purchases kept increasing. With the need of not wanting to disappoint its customers, Amazon decided to reduce the size of its inventory by outsourcing its inventory management. Amazon stocked important items in its inventory but outsourced other items from distributors. It partnered with other companies for shipping the inventory. Some of the outside distributors include cell phones, books, and computers, excluding the best sellers, of course. Amazon partners with some of these companies in outsourcing. Cellstar manages the cell phone sales for Amazon, while wholesale distributor Micro manages books and computers for Amazon. These are just a few examples. Following are the results that Amazon experienced as a result of outsourcing. There was a reduction in Amazon's inventory stocking costs. Amazon could focus on its core activities as the non-core activities such as inventory management were outsourced. There was more space in Amazon's warehouses to handle more volume of goods. There was increase in liquidity and free of working capital. Administration was simplified instead of having to deal with other routine processes. There was reduction in shipping charges as well. Thus, we see that outsourcing is used as a strategic tool for Amazon to grow and even have competitive advantage. Of course, there are few threats that companies may experience as a result of outsourcing. Let us look at some of these threats. As information has to be shared with service providers of outsourcing, there could be a threat of securing the confidentiality of knowledge security. Outsourcing is a platform for integration of various businesses and services to produce an end result. Therefore, one could experience high competition from other outsourcing agencies across the globe. As outsourcing can be done globally, there is sometimes a mismatch of culture, as business processes and work in general can be perceived differently in different cultures. There is also a threat in government policy that would result in increase of cost of production. Although there are these threats of outsourcing, there are many opportunities to offer companies through outsourcing. Let us look at some of these opportunities. As outsourcing can be done on a global scale, this would lead to organizations adopting international management practices. Outsourcing, as explained, is the process of a control and ownership of the business activities being put into the hands of the service provider. As such, distinct and specific management teams come into picture, resulting in improvement of overall efficiency and also amalgamation of new ideas. There is scope for new technology integration to better meet the needs of customers with new and improved products and services. Outsourcing also leads to entrepreneurship encouragement. In conclusion, I would like to present the following statistics as a result of outsourcing. Outsourcing increases competitiveness and productivity from 10 to 100-fold. Almost 90% of the firms that use outsourcing state that outsourcing is crucial for their growth. Therefore, outsourcing market has been secular in the past few years and is only going to continue to grow in the coming years. As outsourcing is not just about cost saving anymore, but is a strategic tool that may power the global economy of the 21st century. And this concludes my presentation on outsourcing. Thank you.